In the high-stakes world of B2B logistics, reputation isn't just a nice-to-have, it's absolute currency. Think about it. One single damaged shipment can just completely undo years of hard work.
Yeah, it's devastating.
Right. Costing not only the goods themselves, but also, the trust of your clients, the stability of those crucial contracts, future partnerships.
It's a huge ripple effect.
It really is.
Yeah.
A high-wire act where one misstep, could be bad.
Yeah.
So today, our deep dive is into a company that, well, according to the sources we've looked at, claims to understand this better than anyone, SMA Worldwide. They seem to make damage prevention the absolute foundation of their service. Our mission today is to unpack their systematic approach. Okay, let's unpack this.
And what's truly fascinating here, I think, is just how pervasive the impact of a single failure can be. It really does extend far beyond the immediate, the financial loss. It hits the erosion of trust, the very real disruption of business continuity. It's not just about a broken item. It's like you said, it's a broken promise. And that can make your whole supply chain feel fragile.
Yeah, fragile is a good word for it. And the sources paint a picture of SMA Worldwide's core philosophy as, well, fundamentally moving beyond just luck and guesswork. They don't just talk about it, they claim a systematic, proven process that, from what we've seen, kicks in right from the moment a shipment is booked all the way to arrival. It's logistics, as they put it, executed with precision, discipline, and accountability.
That really underscores a foundational approach, doesn't it? It suggests a proactive stance. They're trying to completely sidestep that reactive problem solving we see so often.
Right.
They seem to be trying to engineer out the problem before it even has a chance to emerge, which is a pretty profound rethinking of the typical logistics model.
What really jumped out at me in the sources, especially when they got into the operational specifics, was something they called the Zero Compromise Damage Prevention System. And here's where it gets really interesting, incredibly detailed, because it's this comprehensive framework that covers apparently every stage of the delivery journey. Just imagine for a second, maybe you're a high-end electronics manufacturer, right? Shipping delicate, expensive components across the country. Every little tremor, every bump, every wrong turn is a potential disaster waiting to happen.
High stakes.
Exactly. That's the scenario SMA Worldwide aims to transform. And it starts with tailored planning. The sources make it really clear. No two shipments are treated the same, whether it's, say, fragile glassware, precision-engineered components, or high-value electronics, like our manufacturer's delicate circuit boards. SMA apparently starts with a really detailed assessment of that specific cargo's requirements, and this assessment then dictates selecting the correct vehicle, preparing the right protective measures, and assigning the most qualified drivers.
Okay, so they're essentially acting almost like a mini consultancy for each shipment then. That level of preemptive design, it sounds incredibly resource intensive. Does the source material hint at how they manage to scale that kind of granular approach without it becoming, cost prohibitive for their clients?
That's a great question. The sources seem to emphasize that this front-end investment actually saves money in the long run by, virtually eliminating those damage costs and the associated chaos. And that commitment continues beyond just the planning phase, straight into professional packaging standards. SMA apparently works really closely with clients to make sure packaging meets and often exceeds industry best practices.
Okay.
This includes advising on materials, securing the internal cushioning properly, and preparing goods for, and this is key, real-world transit conditions, not just warehouse storage.
That's important.
Yeah, so for our electronics manufacturer example, this might mean not just bubble wrap, but maybe a custom internal cradle designed to absorb specific frequencies of vibration during transit.
That's a critical distinction, isn't it? It sort of shifts the burden of packaging expertise. It goes from the client maybe guessing on to SMA ensuring a consistent high standard across all the shipments they handle. It's like they're taking ownership of the preparation step, not just the transport itself.
Precisely. But, all the best planning and packaging mean very little without the right human touch. And that's where their expert handling protocols seem to come in. Their drivers and loading teams follow strict handling guidelines, and this is backed by continuous training.
Training, okay.
Yeah, we're talking specific procedures like correct lifting techniques and the safe securing of cargo, all designed to minimize impact, vibration, and risk. It's about the human element, trained to be precise, making sure those delicate electronics are handled with the care they actually require.
And that's often the weakest link in the chain, isn't it? Where the rubber meets the road, quite literally. It's easy to have great tech, great plans, but if the person actually lifting the box doesn't follow through or doesn't care.
All for nothing.
Exactly. So this emphasis on training is incredibly significant. It means the system relies not just on processes, but on, well, highly skilled people executing them properly.
And their specialist vehicle selection is another really crucial piece of this puzzle. Their fleet is described as incredibly diverse, equipped for even the most sensitive deliveries. We're talking things like temperature-controlled units for perishables, obviously, but also air ride suspension vehicles for delicate cargo.
Ah, the air ride.
Perfect for those vibration-sensitive electronics we mentioned. Their philosophy, we read, is about sending the right van for the job, not just a van.
Right, not just whatever's available.
Exactly. It's like having a bespoke suit tailored for every package,
Yeah.
rather than just a generic one-size-fits-all uniform. Then, once loaded, there's secure loading and real-time tracking. Shipments are loaded using secure restraint systems, apparently, to keep them firmly in place, even on bumpy roads. And critically, real-time tracking technology gives you complete visibility, which enables proactive communication with your own customer. So our electronics manufacturer knows exactly where their valuable components are at all times, right up to the delivery point.
That constant visibility must be a game changer for client confidence. It lets them manage their own production schedules, their customer expectations with actual precision rather than just, keeping their fingers crossed.
Absolutely. And what I found particularly compelling, almost counterintuitive actually, was this point. Even though every delivery is fully insured, the sources indicate their damage rates are among the lowest in the industry. It almost makes the insurance seem like a secondary thought, doesn't it? Like a backup they rarely need.
It absolutely does. If you connect this to the bigger picture, this entire system, it seems designed to build layers upon layers of protection. It almost makes the insurance a true last resort rather than a primary solution or, a cost of doing business. SMA isn't just offering a service here. They seem to be fundamentally shifting the industry's risk model. Most logistics companies, arguably, treat damage as an inevitable cost to be insured against. SMA seems to have essentially tried to engineer it out, transforming a liability into, well, a core competitive advantage. That's a powerful statement about their confidence in their process.
So let's bring it back to the listener. What does this all mean for your business?
This systematic approach matters because protecting the delivery safeguards far more than just the items inside the box. It protects your brand's reputation, maintains customer satisfaction, and assures that your operations run without disruption.
Precisely. You avoid those direct risks. Damaged goods can delay projects, they can stall production lines, and they lead to costly customer compensation, not to mention the admin headache.
Oh, yeah.
SMA's claim, essentially, is that they help clients avoid these risks entirely. It's about preventing that whole cascade of negative consequences that can truly derail a business. And think about this. This kind of reliability can actually become a selling point for you. It could be a powerful competitive advantage in your own business pitches. Imagine being able to confidently promise on-time, intact delivery to your customers because you know your goods are protected by this zero-compromise system behind the scenes.
That promise carries weight.
It really does. And the sources even provide some real-world results, some examples to build confidence. For instance, a UK-based manufacturing client apparently reduced delivery-related production delays by over 80% in their first year with SMA.
Wow, 80%.
Yeah. Imagine what that does for their bottom line and their overall production efficiency. Then there's a high-end retailer who reportedly eliminated damage claims entirely for their flagship store.
Entirely. That's impressive.
Yeah, protecting both their margins and, crucially, their premium brand image. And several e-commerce partners reported sustained improvements in customer satisfaction scores. Those CSAT scores matter.
They absolutely do. And those aren't just dry statistics. For a business owner listening, that translates directly to, well, fewer frantic late-night calls, maybe more peaceful weekends. These results connect directly to the value of peace of mind, consistency, and the kind of rock-solid reliability that builds lasting business relationships. When you can truly count on your deliveries, you can build your business on that foundation.
Ultimately, the source material positions the SMA Worldwide partnership as really more than just a delivery service. They seem to see themselves as an extension of your business, a partner that takes ownership of your goods.
And that phrasing takes ownership. I think that's critical. Their role isn't just to, move packages from A to B. It's about delivering confidence and dependability. And in today's competitive market, that helps clients win contracts, keep customers, and grow without disruption. It's about enabling their clients' success, not just, facilitating a transaction.
So the big takeaway here, I think, is that you necessarily have to accept delivery damage as just an unavoidable cost of doing business. The sources suggest SMA Worldwide's systematic approach offers a genuine way to potentially make it a thing of the past,
Hmm.
allowing you to operate with confidence, knowing your shipments are safe from start to finish and that your reputation is protected at every mile.
Which, thinking about it, raises an important final question for everyone listening. What part of your business could be fundamentally transformed if you could guarantee that level of consistent, damage-free reliability in such a critical external function like logistics?